Yeah, welcome back to Leicester with the bulk of the runners in the parade ring. Sam Turner with me. Let's take a look at number 1 first of all, Sam, shall we? Hooded for the preliminaries. This is Clipsham Gold, the filly. Very much on toes. She's a bit jig-joggy. She's been bouncing her way around the parade ring. Might not have handled soft ground last time, might she not?
Yeah, I thought she got stuck in the mud a little bit at Yarmouth. The conditions went pretty deep that day and it didn't play to her strengths. Other than that, she was a little bit unlucky at Doncaster where she got nailed on the line by the Grey Wolf and only beaten ahead, and that run at Lingfield on her comeback wasn't too bad either. So although she's 0 from 10, doesn't seem a lot wrong with her form, certainly down at this basement level. And obviously you know, Daniel Muscat taking the ride for Connections is a real positive as well.
Let's have a look at number 5. This is the David O'Mara filly, a Lincoln Pride, who was a winner on that same day at Doncaster.
Yeah.
You were making reference to. Clocked a slightly slower time than the Grey Wolf and Clipsham Gold.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice enough run in the context of this, and you know, she'd certainly be one of the picks of the paddock as well. She's quite a substantial filly. She ran up the track though at Catterick last time, lost her chance that day behind Doomsday. Back on this more orthodox venue, I think she should be better suited.
Now, the reason that we had a bit of a traffic jam there was because horse number 11, who is Our Girl, has completely planted herself on the walkway. Something's upset her. I'm not sure what. Could it be the first time tongue strap?
It could be. It could be. And that's the catalyst, really, that you're hoping is going to work for a reversal in her fortunes, really. She hasn't achieved a great deal. Obviously, she was with Connections that can really get the best out of their horses. Holly Doyle, obviously, a very eye-catching bookie, and she didn't get the clearest run last time at Lingfield either. But, you know, she really does need to step up on what she's achieved so far, and she doesn't look as though she's in the mood to do it.
No, something's upset her down there. Something really has upset her. And it can't be the heat, because it's not a particularly warm afternoon. It's pleasant.
It's not the sizable Johnston colt that's still being walked around.
Do you think it is?
From the first race?
Might be. Yeah, just the other side of the rail, the 2-year-old colt who was favourite for the first, was disappointing, is still being led round, and maybe that's having that effect on her. But as you can see, she is almost an immovable object.
She's like Chris Taveray back in the 80s.
She is, yes.
Get past that.
Yeah, block up one end. Right, what about some of the others? Well, let's come round to the left and have a look at number 4, the Grey, because we've made reference to him in passing already. This is the Grey Wolf, who seems to be an improved performance since the fitting of blinkers.
Yeah, and I thought he was another one that just didn't really seem that happy around Catterick, because you can see he's quite a substantial individual. You know, pretty robust horse, and Doncaster obviously was produced with a great late run to come and pick the pocket of Clipsham Gold, but Catterick didn't work out for whatever reason. I think this straight track and the straight 7 furlongs at Leicester should play more to his strengths.
Let's come back to Our Girl, because the situation is getting worse rather than better, if anything. And I just wonder whether it would be worth them getting this 2-year-old colt out the way.
Well, yeah, and I think
because
that's eventually what's going to happen now. And I wonder whether they'll just take her in.
I just wonder whether she's taken exception to the presence of the 2-year-old colt, I think, and that's really stirred her up now. But for whatever, she really has got herself in a steer. I mean, she's not sweating, is she, or anything like that?
No.
But
maybe she doesn't like geraniums.
Well, maybe she doesn't. Maybe not. They have a metallic smell to it. It's not for everybody's taste. So
right,
maybe
there you go.
is. Anyway, 1 or 2 of the others are drifting out. Let's catch up with 1 or 2 of those that we haven't yet seen. Get a look at horse number 10, if we can. This is Alba Seeing You for Steph Hollinshead.
Yes, from the mare Magic Destiny, a family that Ray Bailey has done extremely well with. I think 11 wins from that mare in the last year or so with what's that, Alcimo?
Yes.
And Poets.
And the situation, sorry to cut in, has just got worse.
This is Our
with
Girl.
Our Girl, who's just collided with the upright by the gate and has parted company with Holly Doyle. Holly's on her feet, and I think the filly's okay as well, but it's a situation that started badly and has rapidly deteriorated.
Yeah, she's totally bowled over, hasn't she?
Well, I think, look, I don't want to preempt anything that might happen, but she'll certainly be needed to be checked over by the veterinary team. I can see stipendiary steward Louise Moore striding down there with a degree of purpose as well. And,
yes.
It's all been a very unfortunate few moments.
But horse people will tell you that, you know, unless you can somehow manage to get her to run now, the next time that she comes to a race meeting, she's going to do exactly the same thing. That unless you can get a positive experience into her somewhere. But I mean, it could be that she's just completely gone over the other side of the mountain. She's got too balled over. But a horrible scene there anyway as they're connecting with the.
Yeah, sorry, I cut you off in your prime as you were talking about I'll be seeing it. Number 10, who's come back round again in the meantime.
Yeah, a bit more of a positive, obviously from a very very prolific family, very prolific mare, Magic Destiny, who Ray Bailey's done exceptionally well with and has produced a number of winners in the last 12 to 18 months. Poet's Magic and Alcimo runs, I think, at Newmarket tomorrow. You just see her go out there. She's caught the eye 2 or 3 times. I think she probably wants a little bit more time. She by Alcazim. She might be better in time, but she's certainly got ability. Wouldn't be surprised to see her running into a place here.
So the last few heading out, looks like Clipsham Gold is going to be one of the last to go. 2 or 3 others about to make their way out as well. We'll catch up with them down at the start and we'll try and give you an update on Our Girl as well. But in the meantime, let's get back to Alex.
Thanks very much, Stuart. Yes, we've got shots now of Our Girl out in front of the track and I think being led down to the start. And you just never know with horses. It could have been the camera crane to the left, it could have been another horse, it could have been a racecourse hat. You never quite know with horses what it is. You can see that she's got the red hood on, obviously, which has to be factored into it, but she's got her head on today, hasn't she? And it may just be they're going to have to lead her all the way to the start. 7 furlong contest, of course, that's right down the bottom of the straight, the chute. You get a side turn there, you can see the stands way in the distance, and I think she's hardly a furlong down there either way. Whether it's the other horses going down the stand side rail on the right of picture, as you can see, Our Girl, who is 7-1 shot in the betting, 4th in behind Clipsham Gold, 15-8, behind the Grey Wolf, who's 3-1, behind Lincoln Pride, who's been backed 5-1 into 4-1. Lincoln Pride, it's gone off the boil slightly, but been back today, 5-1 into 4-1. 7's Our Girl, No More. That's a horse for Chris Dixon, isn't it? That one. 10-1 shot, No More. At 16s, I'll be seeing her. And then 20-1 Bar. So the big question is, Our Girl, is she going to get to the start? And I think they're going to have to lead her down, personally, given what we can see now, Stuart.
She might only be a 7-1 chance, but wouldn't want to take 7-1 about her getting to the start, given her antics so far, Sam, would you?
No, giving Kevin Philippard de Poy good work out as well. He's accepted responsibility there and has tried to gallop Our Girl down to the start. Yeah, she looked very recalcitrant, whether that tongue tie set her off or whatever it was. Obviously the Mark Johnson 2-year-old was just milling around in that sort of extra collection area and just having a good walk round after the first race, and whether that set her off or not, but she went proper moody, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She really did. One thing is for certain, Holly Doyle's going to be at the start before the filly, because she's just gone breezing past in one of the vehicles. At least she's moving with a little bit more momentum now, and maybe when she gets away from, well, it was hardly the hurly-burly of the enclosures at Leicester this afternoon, but maybe when she gets out into the peace and quiet down at the start, she'll be okay.
Yeah, absolutely, but yeah, she didn't get the best of luck at Lingfield, did she, back in the day, but yeah, the balance of her form wouldn't suggest that she deserves to be a sort of 7 or 8-1, and her demeanour and temperament wouldn't suggest that either.
So the two at the head of the market are bringing one form line into the race effectively, Clipsham Gold and the Grey Wolf. They've clashed already. Lincoln Park, who ran on the same day that they were in action at Doncaster, is 3rd in at 4-1. She was just getting a little bit edgy in the latter stages of the preliminaries.
She was, yeah. She's quite a big girl, isn't she? It's not surprised that she didn't particularly enjoy that bend at Catterick. I think a straight track for her over 7, fast ground. They should all be fine, and I would expect a much better showing from her, Lincoln Pride.
Our Girl's just come in half a point. 7s to 13
There's some
to
brave
2.
people out there. Maybe she'll gallop back a bit quicker with Holly on.
Well, yeah, I hope so, for
it's
everybody's
fairly
sake.
big if for me.
Yeah. Anything else at a bigger price?
Yeah,
because we've done the top end of the market.
Just Ravi Road. I mean, it's sort of
Ravi
33
Road,
or 40 to 1. Look, I'm not saying that she can win a race of this nature just yet, but I thought she was too keen for her own good at Chelmsford over the mile. I think that was a debut for the stable. You know, she sort of carted a rider through the field that day and got to the head of affairs doing too much, really, but was only beaten 3 lengths. I didn't think it was too bad a run at all, to be honest, and I thought she kept on one pace at Lingfield the time before. She's related to a mile winner, so maybe when she settles that might be a optimum trip in time, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mark Usher finds a little race for her somewhere down the line. Whether it's this afternoon, I don't know, and she's got a pretty poor draw in stall 11, which I don't like, you know, towards this stand-side rail. Not really the pace to be in recent times at Leicester, but I'll be interested to see how she shapes anyway. I think she might nick a little race somewhere along the line.
Okay. 33 to 1 at the moment. Ravi Road, yeah, still 33 to 1 as well.
And we touched on I'll Be Singing, yeah,
you did?
On Extra, related to Alcimo, from the same mare in Magic Destiny as Poet's Magic, I think. I think they've contributed to 10 or 11 wins for owner and breeder Ray Bailey in the last 12 to 18 months. Alcimo, I think, runs at Newmarket tomorrow. Connections has done extremely well with him, and you know, with this filly by Alcazim, she might want a little bit more time, I would think, given some of her breeding, and she might just be a bit green and backward still, but I wouldn't be surprised to see her run a nice race here.
About a furlong and a half, isn't it, for our girl, bottom left of the picture, to join the others up at the 7 furlong start, and we are already late off. We're going to be fairly significantly late off by the time they load up this field.
It's always
as well.
the good quality races as well, isn't it? Always the good ones that you want to talk about in spades.
Yeah. It's
13 to 2 our girl?
No,
1300 to 2?
No.
I'll put you down for that? No.
Not even £13 to 2. Not even £1.30 to 20. No. Thank you.
Okay.
It's yourself. A kind offer, but
well, you
no.
You can have 7 with me. How's that?
Well, still not tempted, to be honest. I'd want to see what she's actually going to do when she gets to the start.
Yes. At least Holly's there in one piece. I did fear for it a little bit.
Well, it was a fairly hefty thump.
Sizable clump, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's not the first time that those uprights have been clumped fairly heavily. There was a jumper of Oliver Greenall's gave him a mighty whack during the winter on the way out as well. They don't yield.
They don't.
Those big gates.
So did you see any pace in this?
Did I see any pace in it? Well, certainly not from our girl, the way she's gone to the start, anyway.
She might come back a lot quicker than she's gone down.
No, I didn't see a lot of pace in it, in truth, but I think that might largely be a product because a lot of them don't have any.
Yeah, I wonder whether Secret Bear out of 2, Eye Shield, Blinkers...
Yeah, possibly.
As raced,
yeah,
commonly.
maybe. Not so keen on the wing draw, the other side.
No.
But possibly. Yeah, I wouldn't put it any more strongly than that, I don't think.
4 runs and beaten 2 horses, Secret Bear. That's the level we're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Look, there are a lot of ordinary horses around, and therefore there have to be a lot of ordinary races. But I think in this race, that those at the top end of the market, certainly Clipsham Gold and the Grey Wolf, I think might have a bit more mileage in them yet.
Yeah.
I'm certainly prepared to forgive Clipsham Gold the run in soft ground last time. And the Grey Wolf, since the blinkers have been put on, does seem to be moving in the right direction.
Yeah. Clipsham Gold was a little bit unlucky once she hit Doncaster to get overhauled right on the line. But you should also give credit to the Grey Wolf who managed to
achieve that. Yes.
achieve that win. So, yeah, it's very much a 6 and 2 3s, those two. I'd say the Grey Wolf is slightly better drawn, perhaps in 6.
Oh, and now our girl's in the stalls, and look what's going on. Second from the left. She's, I think, I don't know.
Fair play to Holly Dorf.
Is she trying to tell us something that, you know...
Take me home.
Yeah. And I'd get the point that you were making when we were talking about them in the parade ring, that in the sense you've got to end up with the end result when you get them to the race course, in that, you know, they've got to run and have that imprinted upon their mind because that's what they're for. But I can't help but feel that she's been trying to tell us something for a very long time now.
Yeah, for at least 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think the horse people say...
I wouldn't be getting him down there, would you?
No. Horse people...
Been withdrawn. Now they can't get her out. Our girl has been withdrawn, and now they've got to try and get her out the stalls.
It's a sting in the tail for the connections, the bumblebees.
And we're 6 minutes late off now.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a great advert for the sport, I don't think.
This race isn't a great advert for the sport, Stuart,
well,
unfortunately.
You know,
but
we're
it's
tying
where we
ourselves
are.
in knots with use of the whip, and
Yes.
and then we allow situations like this to, you know. I mean, look, they can't get her out now for love nor money. And I can't imagine they can put any of the others in until they've got her out. She's been withdrawn. You can't have her in the stalls, theoretically, jumping out and cleaning up something that's next to her.
No, absolutely.
Oh,
It's a shambles. It's a Bryson to shambles.
Yeah, we're only 3 minutes away from the next race. You know? Oh,
Yeah, loading at Hamilton.
Oh. And now we could have clashing races, split screen.
Doommeister, you are right.
Welcome to the wonderful world of British racing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, well, let's summarise the race on the left of the picture, the Leicester contest.
Yeah, I don't know the Hamilton race. I haven't done that one.
No. We'll leave
Peachy
that.
Cannon's second favourite. That can't be a great affair either, can it? Let's be honest. Have they got her out?
At least Peachy
She's
Cannon
out.
knows how to win. Yeah, she's been out for a while now, so
She's
the others
out.
are going in. So,
Stand by.
go on, how's it going to pan out?
A bit of pace, probably from Secret Bear, Pearl of Kuwait, 2 and 8. We are in a right 2 and 8 here as well, aren't we? I think Clipson Gold will run a race. I think the Grey Wolf will be there and thereabouts. I think Lincoln Pride will be better suited by the straight 7 at Leicester. I'd like to see Ravi Road and I'll be seeing you show a little bit just for the future. Props for a minor little handicap somewhere on the all-weather.
Right, we have got 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Go on.
Clipson Gold or the Grey Wolf for the ice creams then?
No, Clipson Gold for me, on better ground.
Okay.
On better ground,
I'll
I
go
think.
the Grey Wolf then.
Okay. Last couple going in.
I'll have a flight.
Much delayed. We're nearly 90 seconds away from the off time at Hamilton. Here at Leicester, let's go up to the box and join David.
And they're off. Second race, the Leicester Racecourse Ideal Self-Hire Wedding Venue, handicap 7 furlongs. Pearl of Kuwait started well. The yellow and blue. I'll be seeing you is up there. A dark jacket with the white seams. No More is towards the left, followed by stablemate Secret Bear. On the right is Ravi Road. Ravi Road's being followed by Bankrupt with Clipsham Gold just in behind the pace. The dark green and red jacket alongside main market rival the Grey Wolf in the pink. Lincoln Pride is towards the rear. So over on the left, the far side, No More, in company with I'll Be Seeing You. Pearl of Kuwait in the centre, followed by Clipsham Gold. Ravi Road is a little isolated the near side under Stevie Donahoe as the field come past the halfway marker and run down towards the 3. The Grey Wolf just getting a shake of the reins in the pink. Lincoln Pride being asked to go forward and has just come past Secret Bear. That one's weakening. Bankrupt still towards the back. Lincoln Pride making headway. So too is Clipsham Gold. She's coming through with her run now towards the right, being delivered by Daniel Muscat. I'll be seeing it in the centre. No More the far side with Lincoln Pride. They've got a furlong and a half left to go here. Clipsham Gold with Lincoln Pride over on the far side. In between them, I'll be seeing you No More. Then Ravi Road and the Grey Wolf. Lincoln Pride on the far side under James Dawes. The near side, Clipsham Gold. I'll be seeing you. Ravi Road staying on with the Grey Wolf. Clipsham Gold. It's getting quite urgent up front with Lincoln Pride. Clipsham Gold just in front. From Lincoln Pride, the Grey Wolf running on with Ravi Road, and then I'll Be Seeing You.
Clipsham Gold has, in a bunch finish, just one. Fallen in, almost, you'd say, Sam, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
They weren't going anywhere very quickly late on. Lincoln Pride is second. It's officially a photograph for third. But Clipsham Gold did travel through the race, to be fair. And a race which had an unhappy start for Kevin Defoy with Our Girl.
Yes.
That's got a much happier ending with Clipsham Gold.
Certainly has, and she's got ahead in front at the 11th time of asking, and probably a deserved performance and deserved win for her as well. She's sort of driven along from the 2 furlong marker, found generously, or just about found enough. And although there was a wealth of challenges inside the distance, not least Lincoln Pride, who was one of the first off the bridle but kept digging, and even Ravi Road, who ploughed a lone furrow down the stand
Each way
side.
out at 33 to 1,
Yeah, ran
involved
well,
in the
didn't it?
photograph, a third.
Yeah, she ran pretty well. She settled a little bit better in front, and I think it probably helped her staying away from rivals in some respects as well. With those cheek pieces on, she could just plough her own furrow down the middle of the track or a bit more towards the stand side, and she's run all the way to the line. Decent effort as well from I'll Be Seeing You.
Here comes the photo for third. You've got third for the each-way money.
The each-way money.
Ravi Road is third. The Great Wolf wants a stiffer test under these conditions, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't think another furlong would go amiss, would it? You know, he didn't travel as well as the winner, but he's come home fairly strongly again, and yet again there's a cigarette paper between them, isn't there, pretty much? But it's, you know, it's low-grade form. There was a little bit more from Newmore in the blinkers first time. Secret Bear dropped away. Didn't run its race. Bankrupt was never seen. You know, it was modest fare, wasn't it? But look, at least connections of Clipsham Gold of, you know, they might have had a bit of a nightmare and a torturous passage with our girl before the race, but at least they've managed to nick a winner out of it.
Yeah, she certainly appeared much more at home under today's underfoot conditions compared to the soft ground at Yarmouth last time. And she's got home by half a length, and she's been returned the 2 to 1 market leader.